And I'm like, I don't know why I'm so stuck. I'm doing what everyone else says to do. I'm doing things. I'm trying to manifest. It's not working. Until one day, my eyes are bright. I'm feeling brand new. Like I got renovated or whatever Glow said. That's why I'm on YouTube. Because I want to talk about life. And I want to talk about what I learned. I have an engineering degree. Yes, I used to be an engineer. So I bet you're wondering how I ended up here trying to make content creation work for me full time, especially because I'm not even monetized on YouTube yet. I know it's been like 2 years. It's okay. We can all say it in unison. She's crazy. I know. I know. I'm just going to oil cleanse real quick because I didn't take my mascara off. When I went to school, I got into engineering. They said that's where the money was. So I was like, why not? You know, if I'm good at it, why not? But I was good at math and science. And they said that's where the money was at. And my parents were like, you know, pick something. Pick whatever you like. Just make sure it makes money, basically. Going with this fresh soy face cleanser. My sister got me the like trial of it from Ulta for Christmas. It's really good. But they weren't super picky, you know. They were like, go to college, get a degree, get a job that pays well. Any job, just pick one, make sure it pays well. And I internalized that because I was like, okay, yeah, just pick any job and then make the money that will give you the freedom. And I liked engineering, like it inspired me. I wasn't like really in love with it though, especially the one that I signed up for. Like I originally started in aerospace, and then between you and me, I was like, ooh, this is too much. This is too hard, not worth all the drama. And so I switched to electrical, which was a good substitute, but it was just okay, you know? But I graduated and everybody was proud and everything made sense, right? I got a good job. I got a great apartment. I was open to dating, but you know, nothing that serious. I was focused on me. On paper, I was doing pretty much everything right. At least, you know, that's how it looked. Not perfect, but right. But nobody told me what to do when life starts to feel like it's slipping out of alignment with you. When you feel like you do everything right, but you still feel like you don't have the resources for the freedom that you want, like you still feel trapped. Nobody told me what to do then. They didn't tell me that it would cause me this quiet, hidden, silent stress that just slowly creeps in over time without you noticing. Like for me, first it was a nicotine addiction that I told myself wasn't that bad, and I convinced myself that it was relieving my stress. Then it was the inflamed body and bad gut health, so I didn't really feel like myself anymore. Not to mention the weight gain. And then I just had this urge to move cities just to experience something new. It's always a move. You feel stuck and you're like, dang, I need to get out of this city. It was all these signs just knocking. Okay, I put it on. Sometimes I like a little color. But yep, all of these signs were just knocking. They were trying to tell me, hey girl, something's not right here. Something's not right. But my mom was like, but everything looks right. Like I got the job, the apartment, the friends, the boyfriend. Eventually, but the stress signs kept piling up. Like I felt happy, but also kind of unfulfilled. Kind of like something was missing, right? And so that's when I started searching for help to help me find that next thing. I got really into manifestation, right? That's the pipeline. That's the pipeline. That's how they get you. Don't watch. Anywho, so manifestation's the pipeline. Yes, to becoming you know, y'all know what I'm like. Woo woo, but grounded woo woo type of girl. That's me. But yeah, I was out here looking for what was going to help me manifest my next thing. Whatever that was gonna be. We talked about that achievement trap. That was me. Ooh, but then that stuckness, that primer is something serious. My fingers don't, like once you put it on your skin, your fingers don't go sliding through it anymore. It's sticky. It's pretty good though. I like it. It's the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. You seen that? I think it's a new one. I don't know. I just went to Ulta. It was really cheap. And I was like, yes, thank God. Like that stuckness didn't go anywhere. It came right back. So yeah, I'm over here trying to manifest, but that stuckness is still there. It's still lurking behind me like a shadow. And it starts to leak into everything. Everything. Like, I thought I was going crazy. I wanted to lose weight, feel good in my clothes. Not a lot of weight, just some, make my clothes a little bit looser. You know what I mean? So I start working out. My sister's a personal trainer. I start working out. I start this dietitian led diet plan. I explored keto. I didn't get that deep into keto because they said no carbs, and I said, no way. No, thank you. So I started doing all of this for months. I think it was around COVID time. I had nothing but time to work out. I had nothing but time to eat healthy. No change. Maybe I gained a little bit of muscle. I will say that. That was it. I started to get the inkling I want to move job positions. I've been in the same role for 3 years. My mentor told me not to do that. Move jobs every 3 years. So I start looking at my options. I'm getting nothing back. Not even at the company I am at. Getting stalled, right? I'm like, okay, maybe I should look at moving to other cities. I want to move. All my friends are moving. I never wanted to stay here super long term. Crickets. And these things happen for like a couple months to years. I was stuck. Like, I was pushing forward and I couldn't go anywhere. I was just searching. Okay. And it wasn't like I was like reaching for the stars. I feel like, if you're meant to live a life of luxury, eventually you will get to that life of luxury, and you just got to figure out how. To me, that's never been like an unrealistic standard, I think, but that's just me. Okay. So I'm going crazy. I used to be so good at manifesting, and now I'm waiting for like the big stuff. Nothing comes. My man and I were good, and now he is triggering me like nobody else has. We're fighting like monthly, on schedule, every month, every full moon, like the wolves coming out. And I'm sitting back and I'm like, what is going on? What the hell is going on? I'm saying all this to explain why my content has been the way it's been for the past couple of years, because this is the content that I needed when I felt stuck, when I wanted to take the next step and I couldn't. Lately, I've just been bogged down. I've been purging a lot. And so it might seem like, maybe I just talk about like sad stuff and shadow stuff and the stuff nobody wants to talk about. And I get that. Me personally, I'm typically like an upbeat, lighthearted, free-flowy person, I promise you. But to get this way, to stay this way, I had to work through some of that stuff. But we'll talk about that. So I just felt stuck. And how's that look? Did I do the coverage? It's always the cheeks. The hyperpigmentation is always on the cheeks. I can't wait to get a chemical peel. That's first on my list. I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't know why I'm so stuck. I'm doing what everyone else says to do. I'm doing things. I'm trying to manifest. It's not working. I hit my microphone. Until one day I'm outsourcing books at a thrift store. That was my little side hustle. Reselling books on Amazon. But I'm deep in the book section, dust everywhere. And I'm scanning cookbooks and a cookbook scans green. So I go and I take it home and I'm packing up the books to be like shipped off. And I start looking through it and the recipes start looking good, like looking delicious. And it's all about gut health and inflammation. So I keep it. I commit. The top of the year, I'm doing this plan. Exactly how the book says. All right. I never heard of it before. There's very little information about it online, but I'm going to try it. 2 months later, I'm finally down 20 pounds. 20 pounds. I wasn't even trying to count calories. My body was so stressed and inflamed that literally just focusing on inflammation took me down 20 pounds. It was crazy. My eyes are bright. I'm feeling brand new. Like I got renovated or whatever Glow said. Halfway through that, I become super consciously aware of my spiritual side, I should say. I start to work through mental and emotional stuff I never thought I would even consider. I start posting on TikTok. All of a sudden, I want an online community. If you met me before, you'd be like, not in a million years does this girl want an online community, people to talk to online. She's so quiet, so shy, but I did it. I stepped out of my comfort zone. And then the arguments with my partner over and over again about the same things, they stop. We're not fighting like clockwork. We're moving on, communicating better, loving each other better. My discernment cranks up. I'm starting to notice iffy behavior. I'm starting to look at people differently. I'm starting to realize where my patterns had me trapped in situations. Okay, life is starting to like look a little bit better. I'm getting excited. I can start to see where I was going wrong and how I can move the needle. Okay, and so now my job's telling us we got to go back into the office. We've been working all this time from home, and they're like, well, you know, return to office is coming up. But I finally got the freedom. I finally got the freedom I've been looking for, and I'm like, I'm not going back. Little do they know, I'm not going back. My boyfriend and I start looking. We start deciding to move. We're like, look, if we both can work from home permanently, why would we not move? Okay. And this is where I'm stuck again. For some reason, can't get any leads for jobs. He gets a job super quick. So I get bold. I request to work from home indefinitely. It was a buzzer beater. I literally didn't even re-sign my lease. They say yes after the fact. So now I'm not stuck. Me and my partner can move if we want to, finally. And everything starts speeding up. Like, I'm looking around, I have no idea how it's happened and how quickly everything started to move. But it started to feel like it's exactly who and where I was meant to be. Like, when life finally started moving forward after being stuck for so long, I realized it wasn't because I wasn't doing enough. I was stuck because my mind, my emotional state, and my nervous system were all built on other people's rules, not mine. I was chasing success and better health and happiness, but not my version of it. And the craziest part is, like, I didn't really know how to articulate that. Like, I wanted to make content about it, but I'm like, how do I make this so people can see what I see, can know what I know, without me just being so preachy, I guess? Who wants that? I try not to be. Sometimes I get there. Sometimes I fall into it. But yeah, and then one day I'm like sitting in my parents' living room, and for some reason we decide to watch the movie Us, Jordan Peele's Us, and we're all watching it. My dad's getting triggered by the dad character because I don't know. And then something about the character Addie looking her doppelganger in the eye put me in a cold sweat. I swear, I had chills like all up and down my body. I was like, this feels a little bit familiar, but I cannot figure out how. And then I was like, boom, shadow self. This is exactly what you went through when you were trying to manifest and you were doing all that shadow work. Shadow work, shadow work. Everybody was talking about shadow work at the time. And I was like, oh my God, this is about the shadow. And so I go and try to like talk to my family members about it. I was like, do you know what that is? Do you know what they're talking about? And they're all looking at me like I'm crazy, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And I was like, okay, I need to take this elsewhere. Clearly, I'm in the TikTok rabbit hole. I need to go find some people that might be interested in what I'm talking about. So make a YouTube video. And then I'm in my living room home alone watching Encanto for the first time by myself. My dog all curled up on the couch. I'm bawling my eyes out. I'm crying. Cleo runs into the other room. She could not stand when I cry. But yeah, I feel like I am Mirabelle. I'm Luisa and Dolores. I felt like I identified so hard with them. I saw how they got out. And that's when I realized these are the answers. The movies are the answers, like right in front of us. Like, I might not know how to articulate what I did to finally get unstuck, but movies can. And it's so crazy now because now, like, I'll go to the movies thinking I'm just going to be entertained, and there's something much deeper that I can't unsee. Like, one of them days, the video I just did, we went to see that movie for our anniversary. I had no intentions on analyzing it the way that I did. That's why I'm here now. That's why I'm on YouTube, because I want to talk about life. And I want to talk about what I learned. And lately I've been in this holding pattern. I've been stuck again because I don't have it all figured out. I know back then when I was stuck, I had no idea what I was looking for. But now I know I was looking for me. I was waiting on me. Stick with me. Me back then that was stuck would have loved this information. It would have told me what I had to do to get unstuck. I just needed an explanation for what state. Cleo Bear. Oh, stealing the show. Hey. You just want to be heard. You don't want to be seen? Say, hey, we're going to fix that ponytail. Good girl. So that's why I'm here now as an electrical engineer who never really wanted to be seen on the internet, to this completely different version of myself. This version that was hiding underneath all of that, doing everything right. The version of me that feels more like me than I ever felt. Oh, I gotta focus on my individual hairs. I think I need another one of those. But yeah, that's why I'm here now. But I just wanted an explanation, a guide for why I felt like I was outgrowing a life that I was expected to stay in and just be grateful for. And I was grateful, don't get me wrong, but after a while, it just became evident that I was leaving parts of myself behind. I just needed some different perspectives on how to see it. And if you made your way to my channel, I hope my videos help you see it too. What are you trying to do? What's the plan? As always, I'm sending love and healing. As always, I'm sending love. Stop. Oh my God. As always, I'm sending love and healing your way.